All right, welcome back, admins. So now we are going to launch our playful wolf. Whoa, we were a panda on the beginner. Now we became a wolf, and then we will become a brave wolf. Pretty awesome, right? Okay, now let's go back to our trail actually. So this is playful wolf, and it's already default. Oh no, let's make this guy default. I want this guy to be default. So we are now still playful. All right. We are playful wolf. So I'm going to close this guy out. Oh no, actually I'm going to click on this link. What am I doing? Click on this link. Okay. Bam. So we just launched the playful wolf Trailhead playground. So as I said, we are going to stick. I'm going to allow this. We are going to stick with the story. Do you remember what this is? It's a welcome mat. You did do the admin beginner, right? The whole trail. You're supposed to. So if you're clueless what this is, that means you skip the previous admin beginner trail. It's on the user engagement. This is a welcome mat. Welcome to Lightning Experience, okay? You can create your own welcome mat if you want, but go back to that trail. So I'm going to close this. So we are going to start customizing the standard objects of Salesforce, all right? So I'm going to open the Canadian Red Cross Swim Kits, okay? Back to our story here. So we are going to, for example, this is a made up case, okay? I don't even know if the Canadian Red Cross Swim Kits program is on Salesforce. I don't think so, because they use lots of papers. It's like an old school system. Everybody is using paper. All the instruction is on paper. When they check on the student, everything is on paper based. Maybe after we go through all these trails, Canadian Red Cross can just, tap into the whole org that we have created for them and just use our example for real life. Who knows, right? Anyways, so we are going to create a Salesforce platform for just the Red Cross Swim Kits. So not the entire Red Cross organization, which is way more complicated. So just for the Swim Kits program, just for swimming lessons, okay? Stick with that story. It's already a scalable project. So with that in mind, we are going to go back to our trail, and we're not discussing about the formula validations yet. This is still introduction. We are still preparing our org for the use case example, all right? So I'm going to go to my gear icon as usual and go to my setup. So we will have accounts. So I'm going to go Object Manager and go to my account on the very top here. So what is an account? How can we use this account object? So I'm going to use an account to store data about an instructor, a family, and a facility. What is an instructor? The swimming instructor, the one who's teaching the swimming lessons, right? An account for them. A family, so the parent and the kids is under one account. So they will not have two accounts, because I have 3 children. I would like to have one account with Red Cross Swim Kits. So one account, I have then a parent contact, and my 3 children would be their own contact records, but their contact record type is student, and I am the parent. So that's pretty simple, right? So just an account. And then what is the account? The account will have the instructor, the household or the family, which is me, my wife, and our kids. That's one account. And then the facility or the swimming pools. we will make a swimming pool an account as well. So with that, let's go back to our account object. So we are on the object manager on the account object. So we will have 3 record types, right? The instructor, the facility, and the family. 3 record types. If you scroll down here, you see record types, okay? So please do follow along. You need to watch this on your TV because this is on, you can watch this on your TV, right? So watch this on your TV. Hopefully you can watch this on your TV and then follow along with your computer. So you have 2 screens, okay? So I'm going to make a new record type, okay? A new record type. And I'm going to name the first one swimming M instructor, okay? All right, so I'm going to just enable for everybody. We are not talking about profiles yet. And I'm going to hit next. And I'm just going to choose the account layout. We will make its own account layout or instructor layout, and then family layout, and then facility layout. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with the standard one for now. Save and a new record type. So what's the second one? We called it a facility. Or let's just name it swimming pool. So everybody understand what is a facility, right? If you're like my son who is still in grade 5, a facility is kind of confusing. Swimming pool, everybody knows swimming pool. Did I activate the first one? I hope so. So the swimming pool. Just gonna put that, enable for everybody. Hit next. And I'm gonna choose the same account layout for now. Okay. Last record type is what? Family. Okay, family. Or usually it's called household, like the fancy name, you know, household. That is the mom, the dad, the kids, the dog is a household, but let's name it family, okay? The family, just the family. Active. Enable for profile, everybody. And next. And we're going to choose the standard account layout and save. That's it. So we have 3 record types for account. All right. So we just did that. Now we're going to customize the contacts. All right. So we are going to customize the contact here. So what is a contact? A contact is a person. One contact represents one person. So an account can be a building, like a facility, a business is an account, right? But a contact is a human being. What is the criteria? They have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 2 ears, and can, you know what I mean? It's a human being. So those are contacts, right? People. So we want to make some record types as well. So we want to make a swimming instructor, the same. And then we want to make a swimming pool contact or swimming pool manager. Let's call it swimming pool manager, right? The contact. And then the last one is the household. We have the parent and the student or the kids. So we're going to exactly do the same things, but this is now on the record, on the contact record type, okay? So record types here. Blankety blank. So we're going to make some new ones. New. Let's start with the instructor. Swimming instructor. The swimming instructor. Enable for everybody. When I first learned Salesforce, we have consultants, right? And they're moving their mouse so fast, and then bada bing, bada boom, and they're all over the place. And then I'm just, what's going on? I can't understand what one single thing they're doing. Maybe, I don't know, they're making it super fast, like so they can confuse you. I don't know, but I like to explain things to people as I do things, so I'm doing it slowly. Okay, so bear with me. I want you to understand this really good, so I'm not gonna do fast stuff. Okay, contact layout and save and new. So the next one, we are going to create a swimming pool manager. All right, so this is the person who managed the swimming pool. When does it close? When does it open? When is the pool is being cleaned out? What about the schedule? When is the schedule for swimming lessons? Everybody has to contact the manager and ask them. The manager of the swimming pool. Enable for everybody. So next, same thing. I'm just gonna choose standard contact layout for now. Okay, next is we have the instructor created. We have the swimming pool manager. So next is the family, which is the parent teacher meeting. Okay, parent, the parent of the student, right? This is for kids. Okay, so the parent will not take swimming lessons because we are focusing the whole project for swimming kids. So the student is always gonna be kids. Bear that in mind. So the parent will always be the one who's paying the lesson, the payment. So parent can see the payments, students cannot see the payments, stuff like that. We will configure for sure. Okay, the parent of the student taking the swimming lesson. All right. And then next, we are going to choose contact layout and save and new. The last one will be the student or the kids, right? Student taking the swimming lesson. Student taking the swimming lesson. And then have it active, enable for everybody. And next, and choose contact. So remember, you have to follow this along. If you're not doing this, you're not getting it. Okay, you will not understand it as clearly as when you're doing it. So I just hit save and new, which is not right because we're done. Cancel. So we have the parent, the student, the swimming instructor, and the swimming pool manager. So bada bing, bada boom. We have created the account, the contact. Lastly, I want to customize the opportunity. So this is a Salesforce standard object meant for businesses. When a business transaction occurs, especially large ones, you're selling a house or something, it's called an opportunity, right? They don't just buy it right away like that, like you buy, food or in the supermarket. You call them, hey, I want to buy this house, or I want to buy this car, this used car, I want this model, do you have it in stock, and stuff like that, how much? That's still an opportunity. It's not a deal yet. So it's not an order yet. It's not a transaction yet. It's called an opportunity. Same thing with the swimming kits, right? So I am a dad and I want Joshua to learn how to swim. So I call the public swimming pool here close to my house, 5 minutes, and call them, hey, I want to make my son Joshua, who's on grade 5 now, take swim kits 5. Do you have any availability? And then they look up, oh, not for this month, it's fully booked, but I can try to find an empty schedule. Do you want to be on a waiting list? Just in case somebody canceled. So that's an opportunity, right? I'm not paying for the lesson yet. So you know what I mean? It's still an opportunity. And then they record my name and they say, Jimmy Tanzil just called. wanting Joshua to learn swim kits, 4, and then it's fully booked right now, but Jimmy just called, so I just create, the staff there will create an opportunity because I haven't signed up yet. I called, so that's an opportunity. So like the business model clicks, right? It works with the swim kit situation, right? So that's what is an opportunity. So somebody wanting to do a transaction, but not yet. They just called. It's called, sometimes it's still called a lead, but we'll talk about that at a later time. So we're just gonna use this opportunity object for our lessons. Okay, so if I called, I just create an opportunity record. So it's not a transaction yet. All right, so you get the story, right? So with that, I'm going to go to my fields and relationships. You see, we have a bunch of fields already predefined by Salesforce. There is order, there is stage, and stuff like that. But I want to add a few more, right? So when you're doing swimming lessons, what do you need to know? When we have the date, probably like we can create the close date is not really. This is when we actually paid for the lesson, right? We pay it, then the opportunity is now closed. It's a done deal. We paid for it. But I want to add a lesson date. Okay, so let's do that. I'm gonna say it's a date, date and time. No, it's a date. Just follow me. You will see it on the examples later on. So I'm gonna call this lesson start date. Okay, the date when the lesson start. Okay, I'm just gonna copy that, paste it like that. Of course, it's gonna be required. All right, so I'm gonna hit next, save and new. If it start, it has to end for sure. Now date again, lesson and date, right? The date when the lesson will be completed. Oopsie daisy. So required as well. We have to know the end date, right? Is it like a week long? Just half a week or whatever, right? And the price is going to be calculated on that. Lots of formulas to play with. Okay, visible, next, save and new. So we have the date. Now we want the time. Like when will be the lesson? When will be the lesson? Is it every 4:30, p.m.? Is it every 9 on the weekends, 9 o'clock in the morning? What is the time, right? So we have a time there, okay? Lesson start time and end time, okay? So, bam. Lesson start time. The time the lesson starts. And required, of course, we have to know, okay? So if somebody changed their mind or the instructor is sick and somebody else has to cover for it maybe, right? And then this is going to be awesome. It's going to be super cool, okay? I'm going to show you stuff that's awesome. Next. And save and new. So now another time, lesson and time, right? Lesson and time. When will it gonna end? The time the lesson will end. Copy that, bada bing, bada boom, required. And save and new. Also, we will also ask what level will your children or will your child enrolling to? Like what level, right? So it's gonna be a pick list. Choose between level 1 to 10, okay? swim kids level. Awesome. Enter values is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oopsie. 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 level. And the swim kids level being enrolled. Okay, like that. It's required. We have to know, because the teacher also has to know, what level are they teaching, right? So save and new. So what else? We have the level, and then we want to know the teacher. So who will be teaching this, right? Eventually, when the parent called the first time, we don't know, but then we will find the teacher or the instructor who will be available. So that will be a lookup. Remember at the beginner? Lookup relationship, okay? We are going to look up for a teacher. What is a teacher? An account or a contact, but in this case, we will choose a contact. And hit next. And we're going to change it, not contact, is the swimming instructor. Okay, the swimming instructor who will be teaching the lesson. Let's do that. Required, not yet, because when they first call, we don't know who's going to teach it. We're going to find who is available out of the 500 teachers in the city or something like that, so we can uncheck that. All right, next. Let's just make everybody can see it for now, because we're not discussing about permissions yet. And next, and opportunities, we can change this, but let's keep it as it is for now. I'm going to save a new. So we have what? We have the instructor and the date and time already. And let's do another lookup. Let's do another lookup, which is the facility. Okay, so we are going to look up another lookup relationship, and it's going to look up a facility related to an account. So where will this lesson is going to be hold on? Okay, now I don't want to name it an account. It's going to be a swimming pool. The swimming pool where the lesson is going to be conducted. Okay, so leave that as it is. Required, maybe we can change stuff. Let's just leave it blank. Allow it to be blank for now. Now make it all visible here. Let me think. What else do we want? We want a payment. We can create a whole new object for the payment, but let's do that later. Okay, and then we want a note for, because when I'm receiving a report from the swimming instructor who's teaching all the kids, we have a report and the note, right? And I'm gonna save a new, so that would be instructor note later on when they're finished with the lessons. So I'm gonna make it text area long so they can type it all their notes. Okay, swimming instructor notes about the strength and weaknesses of the student after finishing the lessons. I'm gonna add another one, which is also a pick list, which is we want to know if the student fail or pass to the next level, right? And it's a pick list, so what do we call that? Status, or yeah, let's call it status. Okay, lesson completed. Completion status. Lesson completion status, or level. Let's do level. Level completion status. Okay, it's either pass or fail. All right, so let's do that. Indicating if the student passed or failed the level being instructed. Leave it not required because they can only fill that when the lesson is done. All right, so I'm gonna leave that as it is. Everybody can see it. Next, let me think before we conclude this. What else? Note, facility skill level, and yeah, let's do that. I mean, I'm going to show you what I was planning to do. If I Google swim kids report card here, they have a PDF report card. Swim kids, this guy. See? So on level 1, they have to pass all this, right? On level 2, they have to pass all this. On level 3, they have to pass all this. So it's like a checkbox, right? Do the swimmer increase their distance on front and back glide with flutter kick? Check or no? Perform flutter kick unassisted? Check yes or no? When everything is checked, means the student is doing well and they can pass to the next level. If not, they may have to repeat the same level again until they can pass all the required skill here. So we want to embed this into the opportunity record as well, but it's a bit more complex and time consuming, so I will do that when it's time we want to show you this. All right, so it's gonna be on this admin intermediate for sure, but on the right module we are going to create this field and show you on how we can set this all up. All right, that's it. I think we are now ready to go, so I'm going to just hit save. So we have created all the custom fields and relationships on the contact, account, and object, all the record types. Now we're going to be ready to actually do the modules and use that story as the foundation for all the trails going ahead. So probably we are going to create some data, create some teachers, some parents, some students, and some swimming pools on the next video. I'm going to do that with you. And then we can actually do this stuff. Otherwise, when we are doing this stuff, we don't have data yet. So we want to implement like a roll-up summary. If there is nothing to roll up, how can we do that, right? So, okay, next video, we're going to populate data. How much? Maybe 100 students, 20 teachers, and I don't know, 50 swimming pools. And we're going to load that up first, and then we can do this better, and you can see it better. Oh, that's how it works. Cool. Otherwise, you don't get it, right? So let's prepare it really, really solid and good. So I'll see you on the next video where we're actually going to load all those data. Good job.